journey is always the attic. I'm going to take you on the journey of the attic. It's the heart of your roof, and no doubt about it, it shows the story of what's happening. So we need to take a look at that. Let's go. Okay, folks, so what we always start off with is we look for rusty nails. That's the first thing I look for. So let's go in, let's see what we find. Okay, as we walk in here, it's nice and open so we can see what's going on. For starters, no rusty nails, but check this out. There's some staining and some mold beginning to grow on these trusses and on the roof deck. So that's something I always look for. When you have mold and moisture and staining going on, that can speak to some moisture issues in the attic where it's not breathing proper. Another issue we've got here is some nails in your roof decking. Let's take a little closer look at this. So as you can see, we've got two smooth shank, for starters, framing nails coming through and missing your framing, missing this truss. That can cause this board to become loose over time and actually begin to pull away and cause a bump in your roof. And then water begins to, water will go where it wants to go, and you'll begin to have a leak. Folks, right now we have an example of a well-insulated attic. So this is a loose-blown cellulose insulation. Right now, if you zoom in a little bit, we'll see code for Wisconsin is going to be a minimum 18 inches or an R value of 49. So this would be an example of the way you want your attic space to look. So another aspect we have to point out to you, arguably this is one of the most important aspects of your roof. What we have between our trusses is, we call them baffles, some people call them chutes. Nonetheless, the job of these chutes is to actually get the intake ventilation from the soffit area to vent properly through the exhaust in the top of your roof, either in the form of old-fashioned box vents or longer, more aesthetically pleasing ridge vents. We'll show you more about that in a moment. Now that we talked about the intake ventilation with the baffles that go in between your trusses, the next part to a well-functioning exhaust system is going to be a ridge vent. So we've got a couple things to show you as far as the ridge vent system goes, and for starters, we have to have a 1-inch cut on both sides of the roof decking where your ridge vent goes. So I have with me the piece of ridge vent that we're actually going to be using. And so there's little channels in here, and that's simply to give it a suction effect and cause that air to pull out once that air goes over the top of your roof, and you'll have a well-functioning attic space. Hi folks, thanks for coming with me through that journey. We took a look at your insulation, the intake and exhaust features in your attic. As you can see behind me, the roof is a complicated process, but we want to make it simple, easy, and affordable so you can make the best decision for your family. We know that a house is just a house until it's protected by a Klaus. Go to Klaus Roofing Systems by Buck Buckley.